EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us north of the border in the historic French-Canadian city of Montreal, Quebec. Tonight, we reach the unofficial midway point of the season with a good Monday night battle, as it'll be the Pioneers of Buenos Aires taking on the Thunderbirds of Montreal. Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. Now a third-round pick a year ago. Here's Rachaad White. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Gotta like that start. 14 yards to get him going.
And that's how you get started and open up a game. Really well-blocked play. Picked up a nice chunk of yardage. If you're the offensive line, that's exactly what you've talked about all week long in your meetings. Establish the line of scrimmage and take control. And they gave their running back plenty of room to rumble.
Howell throwing on first down here. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. But you look at this defense. Right now they're ranked number 29 in the NFL against the pass. So fourth from the bottom, Charles.
They'll take that play right there each and every snap, because throughout this season they've given up some big plays. To be able to hold someone to no gain, oh yeah, they'll take that one all game long.
On second down, they'll run with White. And he's going to bull his way forward to the 48. They need two. Here's third down. They'll try to pick this up on the ground with White. And a solid run here as he'll pick his way down to the 42-yard line. A nice pickup of 10 means that this drive will stay on track.
They did tell us they wanted to establish the ground game early, didn't they?
They did, in a small sample size that we've seen so far, but pretty good return.
Yeah, you got to like that. They've strung together a couple of first downs, established what they wanted, the running game. And guess what? They also got their lead guy running it pretty well, too.
First down, here's White. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at second down.
He's had success on this drive, but not on this play.
Finally, they bowed up defensively. I think they were determined not to let him take it pretty much all the way down the field.
Yeah, it looks like they handled their run responsibilities correctly this time. What we call them run fits, everyone was in the right place.
Ball on the 39. Here's a 2nd and 7. This time they'll throw it with Howell. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down.
Well, that was his first target of the game, and it's going to take at least one more target to get him on the board. Took a nice substantial hit to jar that catch loose from him. Incomplete pass.
If they want it first, they need to get the football to the 32 here on third down. Back to throw, Howell. Here's White. They set up the screen. And some room to run now. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That one good for 24 yards.
And as you're game planning as a staff, you go through all the different ways you can neutralize the other guy's pass rushers. Extra linemen, leave a tight end in, bring the running backs back in to block. Or you can do this, a little simple screen pass, and it works to perfection.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Now Howell. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
Brings up 2nd and a yard at the 7-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 1 now from the 7. Now a give up the middle. This is White. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. 3rd and 1. Howell's going to throw it. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. Touchdown! Rachaad White, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Pioneers will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. Looking sharp on that first drive. These guys, of course, coming off back-to-back victories, and you see that kind of advancing into this game, don't you?
You certainly do, and when you have a team that doesn't get too full of itself, even though they've won 2 games in a row, you get the end result that we saw there, that nice opening drive, because they're sharp, they're focused, and they're locked into everything that they're doing.
Extra point up and good by Dicker, and it's now a 7-0 game. Here's Dicker now as he'll send this one away. No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. On first down, Lawrence. Oh, the first play of the game going to be intercepted. Oh, they try a lateral on the return, and now the ball's loose. But it looks like one of the DBs has it. And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over. Opening drive fumble, and the 4 miscues that they had last week. 4 turnovers, Charles. So this is a bad trend.
And, Brandon, you and I both know that they didn't just ignore what happened last week. They focused on it, tried to get better. And when it happens here again in this game, the head coach is going to see that as a direct reflection on his message to the team, and it's not sinking in.
First down, Howell to throw. And his throw here is incomplete. Trying to get that one to Chris Olave. And it's 2nd down. But you look at this defense. Right now they're ranked number 29 in the NFL against the pass. So 4th from the bottom, Charles.
They're in the bottom 10 in the league. I mean, when you look at their talent, you would think that they'd be much better. Overall, I don't think there's any question you'd have to say that they've underachieved.
Flush to his right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Will McDonald able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback 3rd and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you're doing a big way, and what else do you have to look out for? More pressure coming at you because it seems to be working pretty well.
On the move past the 40. And he stopped up short of the first as they tackle him down at about the 36. Cameron Dicker on now to try the field goal. From the left hash, this from 53 yards out. And that is no good. Hit it well from distance, but he couldn't work it back in. And this will remain a 1-touchdown game.
Trying to build on that opening drive touchdown, but the drive stalls out. And then you get the missed field goal here, so they wind up with nothing to show from drive number 2.
A man coming off an 1,100-yard campaign last year. Here's Travis Etienne. And a good job of just fighting through one tackle there to pick up about 3. 2nd down coming up. 2nd and 7. Now Lawrence. Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. Pick made by Terrell Bernard. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line.
And, partner, I think this is where long-term starters in the NFL separate themselves from the rest of the pack because there's still 3 full quarters left in this one. More than enough time to move past a pair of early mistakes and find a way to lead your team to a win. Mental resiliency, a characteristic every NFL team's looking for in their quarterback.
They begin the drive on the ground. It's White. And a solid run here as he'll pick his way down to the 42-yard line. 48 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards, but also like what the runner's giving us too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
They'll throw on first down. Here's Howell. Room to maneuver at the 35. And down to the 28-yard line. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they've put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. And Howell will throw it. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Merrick. And they will take over at the 26-yard line. Well, CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Now Lawrence. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Here's Lawrence to throw. He'll drop that underneath to Etienne. And he will have the first down, but he winds up taking a pretty good shot that time. It goes as a gain of 9, and it moves the chains. I think everyone in the stadium saw that big hit coming.
And I, as a former defensive back, have to admit I'm a little disappointed. He actually was able to hold on to the ball. He brought the lumber on that play. Give my man a whole lot of credit for taking the hit and possessing the football.
And picking up the first down. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. They pick up 11 in addition to moving the chains.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
All right, let's go.
2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Etienne once more. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
On 2nd down, a run with Etienne. He'll get about 4 here, down to the 43-yard line.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
3rd and 2, now Lawrence. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on third down.
Normally on third down and short yardage, you're thinking of throwing to your tight end. It's just going to be a simple chain mover. But this time they let him roam down the field, and a nice dart picks up the first down and then some.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. A give running right, Etienne. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
Hey, when you get good yardage like that on first down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
On 2nd down, Etienne once more. And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19.
What an advantage having an elite guy in the middle of the defensive line, because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
Here's Lawrence. They'll try and set up the screen to Etienne. And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. And they'll run with Etienne. And a nice pickup there. He gets about 5 down to the 4-yard line. So that run gets him about halfway home.
Yeah, it's now 2nd and goal. The end zone beckons. It looms. They can do whatever they want. Full playbook. Run it again, or they can go play action and try and put it in that way.
2nd and goal from inside the 5. Once more, Etienne. And he'll keep working toward that end zone as he's down to about the 2-yard line. Call it a gain of 2 as they're knocking on the door now. 3rd and goal. Etienne is in for a touchdown.
I tell you what, this was a much-needed drive and a much-needed touchdown at the end of this drive. They had not done much of anything in this first half, but here they put all the pieces together, and they get the score right before the half.
Jake Moody now for the point after. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
22. Do not kick it to 22.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They had the interception last drive, led to the tying touchdown, so 7-7 the score as they begin 1st and 10. No gain on the screen there at 2nd down. Howell trying to get his offense to hurry up and get set. They run straight ahead here with White, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
That's a play to take note of there for the defense. I think in the future, if you're going to try and block him, maybe you get a guard to help double team him and try and steer him out of the play. They should have done it on that snap.
On 3rd down, a run from White. And he fumbles hold it. It's on the ground. And this ball recovered by the offense. But remember, they cannot advance it here in the final 2 minutes of the half. So this will be blown dead, and it'll come back to the spot of the fumble.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. Call that 49 yards on the punt. They do get 7 back on the return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And they've got a little over 40 seconds to work with if they want to try to put something together. Meanwhile, Lawrence's throw pulled in by Atwell here. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. 2 yards to go, 2nd down. Looking to throw, Lawrence. A short pass here taken in by Laporta. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Lawrence will throw. Over the middle, it's complete. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Jake Moody now on for the field goal. It'll be a 49-yard attempt from the left hash. And this one is right down Broadway. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation. If it just
and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. It's the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. Wow, a big mistake there. Late interception in this first half, and that could lead to a field goal try the other way.
Yeah, I think at this point you just had to say, let's take a knee and go in at the half and regroup. Let's just talk it over a little bit. I wonder, partner, was the analytics coach in his head a little bit? Maybe go ahead and press it and try and get some points? While the old school coach probably would have said, take the knee, let's get out of here.
Now we could see points the other way here. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. A good, tight football game thus far. 10-7 the score as we resume action on EA Sports. And no run back here as the third quarter will commence with a touchback. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And, Charles, they've got the lead. I would imagine the overall halftime tone was a positive one, but what do you think the talking points were in the locker room?
Well, if there were 3 talking points at the half, partner, all of them were about turnovers because they were pretty loose with the ball. Otherwise, this lead could be even bigger. Now, I don't think that they overly harped on it, but I think they told them, guys, if you want to keep calling those plays that are exciting, you've got to take care of the ball. Otherwise, we may have to dial things back a little bit.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Now Lawrence to throw. He'll get this one complete to Atwell. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a third here, and it's good for a first. Puts his head down and gets up to the 42 for a gain of about 6.
Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles above the offense right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
From the 42-yard line, here's 2nd and 4. From the shotgun, Lawrence over the middle and taken in by Laporta. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A gain there of 21 yards.
He's a rookie, and you don't want to get hung up on the word potential. But when you see him make catches like that, you keep thinking to yourself, he's good now. He's got a chance to be great with plenty of work.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Etienne up the middle. And tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. Touchdown! Travis Etienne with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And they are able to add on to their advantage. That seemed pretty ideal there for the offense, Charles. You take a little bit of time off the clock here in the third quarter, decent length drive, and you pad your lead as well at the end of it.
And what it does is lets you feel like you're in control of this game, even more so than a 2-touchdown lead, right? Because you have taken that time off, as you noted, which means they couldn't get you off the field. You ran your playbook the way you wanted to, and you gave your defense some rest. What a big-time drive in that situation.
Moody good with the extra point. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. So following the touchdown, here's Moody back out to send it away. From his end zone, it's Demetric Felton. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They make their second half debut here, and things are looking a little bit tougher now. You give up the points there, Charles, that touchdown drive on the other side. So now it's a 2-score game here. Got to be careful.
They certainly do, and I'm just wondering at halftime if those guys just looked into each other's eyes and realized what they've got to get done and come out a little bit more charged up, because they don't get some kind of points here. That next drive, that could make this a free position.
And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. Touchdown! Chris Olave, 50 yards. And the Pioneers have cut it back within a score. So a strong drive here to lead off this third quarter and gets them right back in this football game.
And I think we can safely call that a statement drive because they had to be saying, we didn't put our best foot forward in the first half, but we certainly mean business now. Maybe a better term, a prove-it drive. They proved it to themselves that they were ready to go.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that. Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception. Picked off by Marcus Williams. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
They start to drive with White. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45.
What a way to start a drive. An excellent run, a tone setter, and now if you want to take a shot on second down and go play action and make it look like the same exact play and throw it over the top, you can do so because you've established the run in a big way.
And good space to operate there as he takes this down inside the 35-yard line. 93 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night. He continues to be effective running the football, a big reason that they have the lead.
And I love one of the quotes that I read about him where he said of himself, I love it when a team just hops on my back and I just carry them along.
And a good-looking run there as he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18-yard line. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Howell, he'll look to throw it. Touchdown! Tank Dell. An 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Pioneers have retaken a third-quarter lead. Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, 2nd year in the NFL. But I don't know if last year as a rookie, if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that. So he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the 2nd-year quarterback.
Now, after the Dicker field goal, he's back out, ready to send it away. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt a return. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
On first down, right back to Etienne. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Not a huge carry there on first down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on 2nd down.
Ball on the 40 now. Here's second down and 7. Lawrence. Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. And he's brought down. Umpire threw the flag, usually always indicates holding, and that's what we've got.
And you know, depending on their positioning, where you are on the field, the umpires get different responsibilities, but always, always making sure no one's holding.
On second down, here's Lawrence. And that'll be incomplete.
The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. From the gun, it's Lawrence. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on third down. And the penalty accepted, and they move the ball forward. Lawrence, now this is ETN on the draw. And forget that 100-yard rushing game, at least for the moment, as he'll lose yardage here and fall back under the century mark for the game.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
Let's go. We're good.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Behind the chains, second and 13. Looking to throw. Lawrence.
I like the call. It looked like the right time to dial up a running back screen. But this one got disrupted right from the start and ends up falling incomplete.
The offense on third down tonight, a perfect 4 for 4 thus far. This is going to be third and 13. Back to throw. Lawrence is going to fire one deep over the middle. Well, that's the third interception for Lawrence. Picked up by Justin Reed. That is now 7 interceptions between last week and this week. 3 in this game, 4 a week ago.
And I saw the head coach write on his play sheet, make a little note. I hope he's writing self-scout. Bring in the guys that scout games for you with a different eye and watch him and see what's going on, and maybe they can pick up what the flaws are, and hopefully they can correct them.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Another important fourth quarter series coming up. That last INT helping to maintain their slim advantage. Read option. This is White. And he'll scratch out a yard up to the 30, and that's all. Well, with the fumble he had earlier, we know how key keeping the football is here. That fumble earlier probably at the forefront of his mind. Just hold on to this thing.
It's also at the forefront of the mind of the guys who are trying to get the ball from him. And since they've seen him drop it on the ground before, they're doing everything possible to have him do it again. They need that turnover.
3rd and 8. Howell down to throw it. He'll find Schwartz, complete right side. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. That one good for 16 as the drive continues.
And that pickup of a first down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
Oh, so frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here. Down late, tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or a takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
Now the safety, Trayvon Merrick, up to make the play defensively.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's a 2nd down and 9. They stay on the ground with White. On a determined run there as he's going to take this all the way down near the 40. 125 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front seven, reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
They'll go up the middle with White. And that one opened up for him well as he'll take this down to the 26-yard line. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
On a handoff, it's White. Shoves him away. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll make it second and a foot or so.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. Only a gain of a yard, but that's all they needed. Starting to feel a little to me like the air is coming out of the balloon, so to speak, defensively.
They're taking their will from them right now. That's what they're doing. Whatever they want to call, it's working. They're handling things up front, and it's not just the offensive line. It's everyone. You're seeing the guys on the perimeter blocking downfield and making sure that they're secure. So, yeah, you're exactly right. The air's out of the balloon, and right now they're almost lifeless.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth. So it's our visitors with a football as we get you reset. They face a second down, but they are in field goal range. On second down, they'll run with White. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bring up a key third down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity, because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means
touchdown! Devontae Parker from 13 yards out. And the Pioneers will add to their fourth quarter lead. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
Extra point up and good by Dicker. And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
17.
So after the touchdown, here's Dicker out to kick this one off. And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Here's Lawrence. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And this is picked up by the defense. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line.
Well, that drive wasn't a case of wanting to put points on the board. It was needing to, having to, and they didn't get it done.
Yeah, didn't get it done, and now you look at the situation and the point differential, 2 scores, pretty much game, set, match.
How about the takeaway, though, huh? How about those defensive guys?
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. Finally, defensively, they have a little clip to show positive for actually stopping him running the football.
It's been a really long night for them, hasn't it? So they got a little bit of a win there, but let's face it, the vision that he's had running the football has carried his feet to the open spaces and the big yardage all night long.
Got to figure the rush is going to be fierce again as they come up 2nd and 13. He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball. It'll be a 5-yard pickup there. So from 2nd and 13, they're back to a more manageable 3rd and 8.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Here now a 3rd down and 8. Now defensively here, we're going to get a timeout, as they'll stop him with 13 seconds left to play. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the 1st down. They go with White on the counter, and he can only manage to take this thing to the 38, well shy of the 1st down. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down. And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game.
Stay tough, boys. Stay tough.
And they'll send out their punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And they'll get to this and touch it. Looks like, yeah, right at the 15-yard line here. So they'll decline the penalty there and go ahead and keep the yards lost on that last play. So this crowd will not go home happy. It's a victory for our visitors, and they were spurred on by a strong performance in that 4th quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game, but when you throw one in the 4th quarter, that tells everyone that you're getting stronger and dominance is starting to take over, right? The way that you close, the way that you finish, that gets preached to you from the time you're playing Little League football all the way up through. And they closed them out with a big-time performance down the stretch.
So for Buenos Aires, the victory means they'll up their mark to 5-3 on the year. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Montreal, they fall 2 games under 500 now at 3-5. And they'll take this loss into the bye as they'll be back in action in Week 10. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.